you have tested one scenario from scratch installation wherein you install the OS operating system Linux, let's say Linux, and then on top of that you have to create a directory, and then on top of that you have to take that directory out, put it into another directory. So you write it into playlist and create a job, automate that job, schedule that job. SUF provides all those features. Automate that job and then schedule that job. Scheduling will start the job at the time like 7 a.m. in the morning tomorrow. So you have a build at 6 a.m. in the morning, and you take that build and scratch install your system, and then do your regression testing. So SUF is being able to achieve all this as per our project requirements. So as we have analyzed and verified, and SUF takes up to 40% of manual effort to create test environment for testing. Test environment means you have you have installed the operating system into it, and then the 3PPs or Veritas system, and then the application. So there can be many things which you can install apart from. So I have just showcased one example. These figures are based on the real-time analysis of creating test environment. Okay, what kind of return of investments we get after testing the big data application? So big data testing will make it easy for an organization to verify and certify the business requirement implementation, which in turn will save huge amount of cost to be invested to get the expected business returns. We have taken example of how to calculate the percentage ROI, percentage of the return of investment. We have taken this from a paper published by TCS. That the paper name was Emerging Big Returns on Big Data. So this percentage shows that how much gain from investment organization requires. So obviously organization know what gain he is expecting, what should be the gain. So, and the cost of investment he is aware about. So easily we can calculate the percentage of return of investment. So this is a simple formula we have taken out from our paper. So we have not derived this formula. I think if you have any questions, you can throw at us.
Right, so you can raise your hand and maybe the mics can be.
In the big data testing, we are more focused on the functional and performance aspect of it. I kind of understood the performance involved with the big data involved, but as a gentleman behind who raised the question regarding the functional aspect of it, consider that we have one CDR and consider that we have say 1 TB of CDRs.
Yeah.
What is that one thing or two things that we do differently for a 1 TB of data in respect to big data testing? Is testing a one CDR, like how we test the approach or the fields that we test in a single CDR, would that differ when you do this approach for big data testing? Functional.
Okay.
So you have millions of CDR records, how do you approach functional testing?
Okay, I got your question. You are asking that how a functional test is different from sample size testing and a big data testing. So sample size testing means we just take out few examples, for few samples from the whole chunk of big data which we have received, and we can just validate that data for all the required fields. First of all, that what all fields customer need for a billing system to be generated, for a bill to be generated by the billing system. So we can just take out the sample and check all the fields. Let's say we take 10 CDRs and we check all the things are placed in, we check all everything, space, hash, special characters and all. For a big data testing, we can just continue our automated, we can produce the automated test cases. We can write a playlist, we can automate the playlist so that it checks all the mobile numbers. Let's say the mobile number is of 10 digit. We can ask the playlist, we can write into the playlist that mobile number should be 10 digit. The subscriber name should be in the normal alphabets. It does not have any special character. It would be have some space. It would have space, and then there are many fields which we can automate. So automating the entire, to test the functionality of the entire data which we have, we can just automate and write into the Swift playlist. I'm just quoting my examples because I have a practical knowledge around it. So that ways we can differentiate both of the things, the functional testing of a sample size and a functional testing of a big data.
The same framework will take care of environment creation. The same framework would take care of environment creation as well as functioning, testing the AS function.
Yeah, that framework is kind of a robot. Whatever you say, he will do it. If you say pick up a glass and keep it there, it will do it. If you say pick up a glass and keep there, and you expect that glass should be there, it will not do it. So it's a kind of a robot. Whatever you say, it will do it. So it's an in-house framework.
Thank you.
All right, we have time for one last question, but we'll have to make it quick. Anybody?
All right,
Well,
thank you.
Thanks, Ravi.